I did everything, but I did not get this stuff ready yet. Let's do that quick. That's loading anyway. Is this 2 hours difference now, or is it 1 a.m.? No, it's 2 a.m. That's what I was going for. Okay, this freaking daylight savings thing messing me up. Hello. Yes, Firebender Bob Ross. What day is today? 3/16. Okay, until 9 p.m. CDT, 2 a.m. UTC. Okay. There we go. I had an issue where I updated OBS, and then it messed up. It forced my canvas for my stream to 2K, which is my native resolution, and it wouldn't let me get it back to 1080, even though my monitor is at 1080, so I was only taking up a portion of it, and I checked it, that was how it was going to stream, so hopefully it worked with what I kind of did a weird workaround to fix it for now. So anyways, yeah, we're still working on this. I haven't touched it. This is exactly where I left it off, so thanks, Catherine. We're making more. I don't like that green light. At least not to that extent. Oh yeah, I stopped that because I was working on the derpy thing, which is gonna be stupid anyway. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but it is derpy. Oh yeah, this is what it was. So the little one is gonna be the main middle one. So I'll do that, and then this one is gonna be much smaller. So let's just drop them all to nothing right now. So the big one is just going to be a slight glow. The little one is just going to be something a little closer. Yeah, I'm still not really liking that. I think it just has to be much more subtle. Ow. We'll keep just the little one on, or the big one, so the less one for now, just to kind of create a haze. Gives a little bit of an outline. So I think I did some of the lip syncing before.
Right. We're going to invade your land. Go.
Yeah, so we still need to finish up that. We got about halfway through. Oh, did I break the pillars again? No, that worked good.
Oh, right. We're going to invade your land. Go. Boom. Land. Go. Boom.
I'm looking forward to doing boom, boom, boom.
Land. Go. Invade your land.
I think this part needs a little bit more teeth.
Invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go. Invade your.
This needs more teeth too.
Invade your land. Invade your land. Invade your land. Your land.
Whatever the max. Oh, it is max mouth open. That's the most I can open it. It's gonna make boom, boom, boom a little less boomy, but we'll go with it. Yes. No, it's not bang, bang. It's boom, boom. It's this. Let's see if we can get the first part in there. And make it go boom, boom, boom. Okay. Bong, bong.
Fight your land, go.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be and boom, and go.
Land, go. Fight your land.
Okay, so good. So the first sound of it, the prep, initial phase would be like kind of like a bit of a pucker. So less teeth. And there's some O. Not more pucker. Okay, so I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna kind of like I did before. I'm gonna skip the O part and go right to the end of it. Go. So it go. Okay, so that'd be a perfectly forward. I'm gonna have it go. What's that? Okay, so go. So all the way pucker. Okay, so this is going to be where it opens. Actually, I'm going to do the last part of it here. Actually, it would be right in the middle here. Okay, so that actually needs to end a lot quicker here. Okay, I might have had the sound wrong. This would actually not be so much pucker. A little more teeth. I can't do the pucker or the amount of pucker I'd want. Well, kind of. I can't go any much higher than what I am without topping out. Okay, so I'm going to pull it back instead here. So I'm going to pull this back and push this a little bit forward. Actually keep it open a little bit more here. Okay, and then I'm also going to force it to be a little bit more of the closed bed. Okay, so this is ooh. So do we want to go boom? Be from backwards to forwards. So this is going to be This is going to be messy, but we're going to do it. So this is going to start out way, way back. I'm going to skip on anger for now. Okay, I'm going to keep that for now, but I can change it. So, boo. It's right there. So I'm going to keep it held for a while, so... Boom. So this would be... Wait, is it boom? Boom. That's an M, not an O, so boom. Can I pucker them forward? If I remember, it didn't work very well. No, but I can kind of. And that's gonna be some lip bite. More clothes. Can't get any more clothes. Damn. So this is gonna, I'm gonna have to take that pucker and pull it back. Probably reduce it, or the stretch a little bit, because I think it might be a little bit too much. Hello, yeah, you get to see lip syncing, super exciting. Okay, so it's gonna be lots of pucker at the very, very beginning. Might have had this backwards a little bit. But usually if you just keep throwing stuff at it, it just comes together. Okay, so we're going to take this whole thing and shift it backwards a little bit. I can't reduce the teeth. Stuck with it. I want more pucker at the beginning though. Oops, okay, that's accepted. I don't know who's that angry now. Sadly, I can't have the jaw move. That's what would be great for this. Yes. Well, actually, we brought up last stream that they were not fangs, they're tusks. Oh. Actually, I probably need a lip bite on this, too. And I don't want any of those, because that's going to just destroy that, and more jaw close. I think I'm also going to keep it closed a little longer. I want like a much tighter... And then as it comes closed, I want to have, I think, more of this O in there. I'm just gonna try that. I want it to be fully closed at this point right here. So I'm definitely gonna take this part. Okay, let's see if that works. That should work. Well, the reason this is hard is because I'm using the original VN models. The current ones, this would be no problem. I could make this perfectly easily. And normally I'll just use overrides and stuff to replace a pony with the newer flexes. But I can't because these aren't the same body types. They're completely different. So I can't cheat it like I normally do. Also, it's the same reason I had some problems with Chrysalis is there's a lot of teeth that are showing, and it makes a lot of sounds difficult because the teeth are showing a lot more. I really wish that there was like a flex that they would have where, I mean, it's still harder with this because of the tusks, but having it where a flex that would increase and actually make the fangs parts protrude, but otherwise you could go back to normal teeth, that would make things a lot easier. Okay, I still need some kind of a something here. It's like those tusks are the problem here. No, these are VN type. So when I say older models, are the ones that were like that Naka originally made. There's a lot of the Justain models now have a lot more flex capability. A lot more work needs to be put into them. But if you need specific looking things, they're great for that. I think I just might want more pucker on here. Get rid of the stretch. My pucker is way too strong at that point. Yeah, I'm gonna grab stretch and pucker alone. So I'm gonna take out the stretch. Okay, that's more doable. Okay, so right in the middle here, I'm gonna have it decrease it. Yes, okay, that's what I was looking for. So I did a change right in here. Okay, that's gonna be hard to try to copy paste. See if I can find a place. Let's do peak. I guess where that was. I think this is supposed to be here. Yep. This is gonna be so annoying. Just keep. This is all you're gonna hear for the next hour. I might increase the other bits a little bit here too. Okay, I'm actually going to add a couple things in here just to make it so each one is a little different. because I don't want it to be all the same. So I'm going to take probably the open on this one, and I'm just going to round a little bit. I'm just going to decrease a little bit. See if I can decrease this one even more. I'm going to take this last one and speed it up a little bit. Because this is going to be going right into the next words. Oh, Art yeah, you're the one that just sent me a message, I think. Well, music's nice because you can hide it. But usually you're going to have a lot more action-y stuff going or more motion stuff going, so you can not be focusing on the mouth so much. But because normally there's a lot of longer notes. This is a lot of like really, really quick words. I mean, rap would probably be just as hard. But
we're going to invade your land. Go.
But trying to like make some of these words.
To invade your land. Go boom, 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 and make.
I really wish I could open the mouth more, though. Let's see if I put the pucker up even more here. Okay, that should be fine. It's topped out, so technically it just hits a stopping point, but that's fine. That's where the tusk is anyway. Okay. See, I don't like animating until I have the lip syncing done. That's why I always want to do that first. It's also like the most annoying part to me, so I just want to have that done because that's just I'm done with it. Don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna skip right to the end of and. So end. What was the next word? So, Okay, so I'm going to skip again to the end. So make. So I can skip the K. Make. So, and I have to remember the next word. So make you. Okay, so I can just do normal. So make. Okay, so this is going to be normal E. So make E.
you up and make you.
So that's gonna be the R sound too. Sounds like SpongeBob. If actually, okay, now I have to track this. No, too quick. It does sound like SpongeBob. Okay.
We're going to invade your land, go boom, 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 and make you our pathetic slaves.
Okay, normal speed, please. There we go. Do I ever have trouble with copyright? It depends. There's two different types of trouble with copyright. There's the kind that your video goes down and bye-bye, and there's a kind where you just can't monetize it. In terms of takedown, I've never had one. But I've been careful. I know I don't choose big songs, and usually I try like uploading a dummy to my channel unlisted to see whether or not it stays before I do much. Other than that, in terms of just having like something pop up where it says you can't monetize it all the freaking time, like 90% of the stuff I put up. No, if you ever want, if it's a big name like Billboard Top 100 song, you're probably not going to be worth even trying. But if it's a brand that's like low key or whatever, or if you find other videos that people have uploaded using that song in a large portion, like at least a minute of that song in some way untouched, and it's been up for months and months, then it's probably okay too. It's just that you probably will not be able to monetize. If you're trying to make money on YouTube, you need to make all original stuff, and that's the difficult part, is because I don't like having to do that. That's the amount of money you'd have to put into getting all original stuff would negate any money you'd make from it. So to me, I just try to find other ways around it, or I just don't care. I'm not going to restrict my creative ability to fit a song that I don't want to use. So, but yeah, you can like stretch clips out if that's what you're talking about for that. So you can set time scale and change it to some scale of faster or slower. I've used it a lot for like for instance, one sound effect I use a lot, and I brought this up in the note. I said, there's one. If I still have Stanley Parable on here, Stanley Parable has like 30 or something. It's quite a few carpet noises, and all it is the noise of a foot going across carpet, so the little scuffle sound. And I love that sound effect because if you slow it down a little bit, it doesn't sound like carpet anymore. It just sounds like, yeah, here we go. So you can barely hear it. Make sure I disappear. Yeah, there we go. And I love these because you can use those. So like, if you have a very, very quiet scene that just feels weird because you don't have any anything going on, like it's just super silent and there's things moving and it feels like there should be some kind of a noise with that, what I'll do is I'll use that carpet noise, usually slow down a little bit so it's lower key, and I'll just put it over when things are moving, just so it creates some kind of a sound with the motion. Even though it's just made for carpet, it works fine. Well, So you can find some really good royalty-free music out there. And royalty-free means non-commercial use, and YouTube is considered non-commercial. So as long as you're not trying to use it to sell a product or trying to sell it as a product, you're fine. So using it in the background of the video, because you're not selling the video, you're selling, or you're getting money off ad revenue, that's why it's considered non-commercial. So there's a lot of places out there, but you're not going to find that great in music. YouTube has actually a huge library of it, but it's just normally I hear a song or something and that inspires me to make a video of something. If I don't use the song that inspired me, I'm not going to make the same thing I'm not making what I want to make. I'm not going to do it that way. But also that's what like Patreon is for. If I were to do one video a month, Patreon would make me much more than YouTube would. YouTube is not built for animators. It's built for people that can put out like content every other day. You'd have to get, I think for making even a minuscule living, it's like 1 million views a month. And I hit that. I get about 1 million views a month right now. At least last I checked. But I can't monetize most of my stuff. Yeah, I had 1.08 million views last month. So in terms of revenue, I should be able to make a decent living, but not in like by decent I mean like a lot less than I'm making now, like getting by. But it's not worth it to me to remove all the fun from it. I wouldn't be doing it if I had to do that every time. So this would be like B, so I love this song. Just this part of it. Kept getting this song coming up when I was on a playlist for playing Civ 6, and it just is so fitting for Civ 6. I'll make sure that this stays closed a little longer.
Percentage. And make you up percent. Go boom, 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 and make you up percent.
This is going to take a little bit of work to figure out. It's usually just that the more popular something is, the more popular it is. It's all YouTube and anything on the internet is a popularity contest with stuff. It's not about how good something is will determine early on to get something started, but once it's already started, it's really just down to the more you get, the more you get. And so, I mean, I haven't really had that drop at all, even if I don't make anything for months. The more popular videos are just more popular, and ones that I think are better, if they get a certain amount of views, they really never change from that. YouTube's algorithms just favor things that are already popular, not what should be popular. I've been doing SFM stuff for like 5 years now.
Percentage. Make you up percentage.
Trying to blend some of these sounds because technically that's how you would when speaking it. Okay, this one I can increase in that. I want to add some of it, but I don't want it to be... Yeah, I want it to be rounded. Tongue's gonna be tough because it's not really built for doing this. For speech. It's built for... Actually, you know what? I had the... Yeah, the one thing is, if you want to get noticed, it's about getting lucky. It's about having that right video at the right time that gets seen, having the right audience, and something that is shareable and can be watched repeated. Something can be super detailed in a 15-minute movie, but even if it's absolutely amazing, people watch it once and there's no real incentive to watch it again. The ones that are easier to share, the ones that can be that are small, that can be consumed quickly, are a good little funny thing and relatable. So if you like the Twilight Dolphin bit, that was like 7 seconds long, and I think it has over 1 million views because people just watch it multiple times, or they'll send it to a friend because it's something that's nice and short. They're not going to open it up and go, "That's 7 minutes." No, I'm not going to watch that. So you can make stuff like that, sure, but I think the short videos early on are probably going to help more. Okay, I have this opening at the wrong time here. The opening, right here, should be happening here. This should probably be going down. Should still be up here, I think. Maybe right there is fine. That might just work. Let's see, screw it. Yep, that actually works. So this just needs to close faster. And this needs to just maintain this look even more. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I was actually working on a throne room type thing like years back, but I kind of fell away from it. Other stuff kind of jumped in, and it was a lot of texture work, which I'm not very good at, and other stuff just kind of got in the way, so I just kind of threw it in the wayside. This might actually need to be a little longer. I'm just gonna put a point right now. I make good slaves. A lot of textures I don't mind, like I can do them. I have a lot of custom ones I've done. I'm not that good at it, but I'm not bad at it either. No, none of those are. I know I had. I can't remember what it was that I. No, they're not going to preview. I've done a few, like some I can't show either. But I mean, I'm not going to be an artiste or a professional material maker or texture maker, but I can at least get by.
Oh, right. We're going to invade your land, go boom, 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 and make you our percentage slaves.
Okay, this is actually the wrong sound here. No grin. Open mouth. No angry. Actually, a little bit angry. Too much. Not like it matters. I don't think I'm going to be looking at him then. So leave it as it is. Makes that say shit.
Oh, right. Oh, right. We're going to invade your land.
I'm trying to decide if I want to have a precursor to this, or not. But I was thinking, I could, because I could have them bust in, but there's no door. I could put a door, but I don't know if I have a door that's going to look right there. Probably going to crash because I was looking at audio before this. Looked at doors before and I can never find a good door. I think it'd be easy. Oh, there might be a map door. But unless it's an actual separate model, I have no control over it, and I need to be able to open it and shut it. Oh, these are just standard doors. I'm surprised I haven't crashed yet. Fire door. Nope, that's steel. Like, that could work, but I'd have to scale it up so big that it might still work. Definitely work. No, I think these zones will work for now. I don't see a need to go too far searching. Because the only thing I was worried about was if I scaled up a door like this, you're going to run into the doorknob issue. But the doorknobs actually were closer to one side, so while I flip it over to a doorknob, I don't need a look of anything for it, so it's fine with me. So these are scaled too big right now. So I need to scale these down a bit. So we're going to go 7. Let's see what that does. Don't think that's going to be enough. Nope. This should be pretty close. Okay, so let's go with 5. Close enough. Yeah, because I think you can see it just by going through here. Other entities. Oh, actually, I could probably put that on. Oh. Puts a door there, kind of. That's not gonna work like that though. I'm just gonna keep it on because on the other one you can see outside, and then I just darkened it with a wall. Darkening wall. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Now we have to animate the opening. Let's see if it opens in a half second. Not like it matters. I can fix it anytime I want. Whoa. That's not how doors work. Maybe in a kitchen or something, but. Oh, there we go. Oh. Apparently, it's not going to work that way, so we will just turn it and move it. Okay, I think they need to open up a little quicker. Drag off just towards the end. Okay. And then have them over open a little bit. Okay, so what was the audio again?
Oh, right.
I need to find like some dark music to go with this or something. If you want a good royalty-free music place, in Computech's actually really good. It's all free. Final Battle of Dark Wizards. Nah. Darkest Child? No. I've used in Computech for a lot of stuff. One of my favorites is Meatball Parade. Love this one. I've used that one a lot. Suspenseful is I think what I'm looking for. Yes, Street Party. That's suspenseful. Oh yeah, man. No, I'll go back to dark. What's this one? No BPM. Ah. Dark Times. Jump ahead. No. What's this one? Is this ambient? That's kind of useful. We get a lot of really good stuff though, just for being royalty free. Dark Angel. Is that one on? Oh well, I'm trying to use this stuff from here because this is good quality stuff, and I know it's easy. All you have to do is put this one little line right here in your video, and that's all they ever ask for. Oops. That actually could work. I'm just looking for something at the very, very beginning. That might actually work, because it's short and to the point. I'm not actually going to keep like that whole thing, and it's not going to be over with the talking anyway. I'll put it in there for now. I'm not going to actually do anything with it though. I just want to have it some in Computech. So INCOMPETECH. It's not like some places where you go where they're like, I'm looking for somebody coughing, and it sounds like somebody using their Microsoft microphone from 1982 deciding to choke on a peanut. So it's a lot of actually pretty good quality stuff.
Right. We're going to invade your land. Go boom, 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 and
I could cut out the beginning.
Right. We're going to invade your land.
If I cut out the audio bit for right here, I wouldn't need an intro.
We're going to invade your land. Go boom, 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 and make you our pathetic slaves.
So I might be able to skip that. Only reason I'm saying that is because if I have this beginning part with what he is saying,
Right.
it sounds like somebody is getting his attention to like then actually go state it, which is what happened in the cartoon. But I don't know if I want that with this, so I might actually skip that part and instead just have him. I could probably still have him bust in.
I'm going to invade your land.
Actually, I could probably steal a little bit of animation for it too. I don't have it exported though. This is gonna crash it. No, that was easy lip syncing. I'm not worried about that. That's why actually I say that, like in this case I didn't do that because it's short. But if you're normally going to make a decent sized video, plan out the camera first, then do the lip syncing, then do your animation. Because if you put a lot of time and effort into something and then you figure out that you don't even actually need to animate it, which in a different situation happened for like a third of stuff, or like, no, probably not a third, but like a fourth to a fifth of the lip syncing wasn't even needed. So don't go without planning, please. Yeah, this is the one. Because I have Rainbow already landing. I'm not showing the feet, so I'm not worried about even having him land perfect. This landed turnaround is a different one. Well, that video, if you're talking about that runs super low frame rate because there's so much crap going on. Make 2 folders. Apparently I did. I spelled one wrong. Let's see, does it work?
Oh, right.
Does. Perfect. Alright, now just to adjust it. So this is the standing position. So this is the one I want to adjust everything to. As of right now, the lure transform is not included, meaning that I do not want to touch that. I want to touch the pelvis. So this is the land. I know it was at an angle because of the roof that she landed on.
Oh, right. We're going.
Okay. A little bit of a broken body there, but that's fine.
Oh, right. We're going.
The ears are broken. Easy enough to fix those. Just a 90-degree bend there, I think. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, ears are gonna have everything redone. Actually, I was to default with them. Oh, no. You just got loaded. Oh, I copied it. Never mind. Right. I'll just have to reanimate the ears. That's easy to do.
Oh, right. Oh, right.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So this is going slow, but I'll speed that up. My loader. For right now, that's fine. I just want to have a base one to go from, and that's what that's going to be. So this one, I'm going to take off the face, and I should actually have that loader put into position. Oh, no, I got the idea. I just do not root. There. Okay, so instead of coming in from higher, I'm going to have come in. Let's get rid of those doors for now. No rotation. Okay. So I'm going to plan on taking that part out. Should be up till here. And then I can delay that a bit. Move it about that much.
We're going to invade you. We're going to invade your land. We're going to invade your land. Go boom, boom, boom. We're going to invade your land. Go boom, 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 and make you our pathetic slave. We're going to invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go boom, boom, boom.
If I remember right, you can put the lips motion before the audio a little bit, but you can't put it afterwards. I forget what they call that rule at television. That you have a large breath to have the audio come after the lips have moved, but you have very little for before because your brain is built to go or to get audio late due to potential distance, but not early. It's a weird thing. They actually did the math on the timing.
We're going to invade your land. Go boom, 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 and make you our pathetic slaves.
Okay, so I'm going to take that same landing animation. I'm just going to not take the root or the face. And I'm going to have the other ones doing that too. Keep it like that. I can, and you should get a loading changeling. Channeling. First with the E. Actually, that could work. Why did the rest of it not turn? Oh. Let's go further back.
It's now.
Trying to add a little bit of something to make it at least feel a little bit more correct in its emotions.
Follow the path to where no one's ever been. Don't turn around until you reach the end. Across the sea and beyond the distant lands, the world awaits. So don't make any plans. There you go. There you go. When every step takes you 1,000 miles away, you'll find the edge beyond the break of day, and leave behind everything you've ever had. The ones you love, the pillows in your bed. There you go. There you go. What you call home is a box of memories, forever lost, but good enough to give. 'Cause you don't know what tomorrow holds for you.
Oh, got shut up. I have to learn the art of filmmaking first. Just recently got a full understanding of point of view. Yeah, well, the interesting thing is, like, to me, you can't just say that if you're working in 3D software, that you're an animator. That is such a little part of it. You're also, in some ways, a sound editor, cinematographer, writer. You have to cover all. You have to wear a lot of hats, as they say at work. So you have to do a lot of different jobs. And to me, like, the animating part is probably one of the smallest bits. The cinematography, timing, and the scene placement and scene building, to me, are the more important parts compared to animating. Animating, to me, is way down the list in terms of important things to do. If it's well animated, great. But if you just have a stationary camera or a bad camera angle, it just still looks awkward. It feels out of place, and no more than putting a really good camera shot with bad animation. So it's about striking a good balance, and so it's not just about animating. It's about, that's why I'd rather say I make videos. I'm a video creator, not as much of an animator. So since you're an animator, has it ruined some animations done by others? Like, you've noticed small things and bugs when you've noticed the flaws in the animations? Not really. You'll notice more of the flaws in your own stuff, not as much the flaws in other people's stuff. Because I can notice all the little minuscule things of how I did it. I also can see, like, in the video, you see this angle, but I see all of this. And I see everything that went into it, all the things I did wrong with it. When other people make stuff, I can get critical, but in terms of, like, picking out the mistakes, I'm really lenient when it comes to that stuff, because I know that people are trying to improve and and learn, and to say, wow, that wasn't very good with somebody's like second video. That's stupid. No, you should base it on what they're doing. If they made one and you can tell they're really, really trying to improve, I think that's amazing, and that's probably better than anything I'm going to make now, because I've kind of gotten to the point now where it's like I know most of the stuff I'm trying to learn, or want to learn. So I think it's the struggle to improve that is really cool to see. And I've seen some that were, you could say, were bad animation, but I favorited them because I thought it was super awesome. So no, but that's just to one's own. So the one thing I want to do here is the hoof is very iconically high. Not iconically, but like compared to the rest of the body, when going to land, is very high up. So I want to round this. Because then it doesn't look as obvious compared to this one. I'm going to copy, paste, or call this full lip sync. So I don't want to accidentally decide to change my mind and have to redo the lip syncing, so I'm going to save it now. Because now I'm going to go into here. I just have this fear of deleting things.
We're going to...
Ouch. Okay.
We're going...
Okay, so this is too delayed. Okay, so I need to move the audio up. No. I can delay the animation. That guy I gotta be a little more careful of. We'll do this one first. Because it doesn't move at all between these points. I want that basically start as soon as he starts getting or shifting upwards.
We're going... We're going to... We're going to...
Almost.
We're going to...
Actually, let's do the whole thing now.
We're going to... We're going to... We're going to invade your land.
So I was talking about creative photo and film production class. Yeah, turns out I was able to choose both. Oh, awesome. That's very cool. I wonder if I still have this. I can't show the whole thing because I was told not to. 15 years ago. But oh no, I couldn't put it on YouTube, but I'm not going to show the full thing anyway. Where is it? Oh, that's the raw video. I don't know if I gotta have them somewhere. I might have to dig for them though. I have the my old video. It's a 12 or 13. This is the raw video, so it's on. Oh, that was it. Part of it, but we made just movies in college, in high school. So this was 15 years ago, and there was we made the Cow Cop and the Stealing Chuck, which Chuck was in our high school, something that the psychology class made to see if they made a trash can kit called Chuck and a female trash can called Chuckette. It was just art drawn on it, and they made it a game to say about like throw your trash in Chuck and like this weird thing, and to see if it would cycle by making something awkward and weird like that, if they could promote people to throw stuff away. And it actually kind of worked, but we ended up just making a video where he stole a trash can. So, Cow Cop, yes. I was in BPA, which is Business Professionals of America, in high school. So my last year of school, or high school, I only had 2 of my 4 classes I had to go to. The rest of it, I did the webmaster. I was a webmaster for the high school website. Got paid to do it, and then had to do a bunch of other like volunteer and other promotionals. Like I got to go to Dallas for a competition for Excel, stuff like that. But I had, where one of the volunteer works we had to do was we went to an elementary school to promote Halloween safety with kids. And so I had a full cow suit that I got, like full udders and everything. And so we had this suit, and my buddy thought it was hilarious. So he wore it, well, we just made a whole 12 or 13 minute video. I mean, there's a full, I wonder if it's, I think that's still in here. I think we do this. Yeah, here it is. Oh, it's RTF. Wow. Oh, I guess there's a doc version. This hasn't been open for years. So, yeah, we actually have a full casting of who is going to be in it, though we had to make do because some people couldn't make it. All the props materials that we needed. Then there's an actual full script that we wrote and followed it pretty closely, actually. So yeah. It was a nice long movie. Yeah, Cow Cop. He was a cop and he was dressed in a cow suit. It was super bad but clever at the same time. And a little bit racist.
We're going to invite...
Okay, so the doors, I can now put those in here. So that's not how doors work. Okay, so let's, because it was brought up for audio before, so I'm not going to need this anymore. Okay, might be able to get away with this. So I need a door opening, so maybe some loud noises depending. I don't want outdoor. Maybe. I'm trying to get like a hard door.
Back door, double doors. Security doors.
No.
Side door.
Here we go. Let's have that sound. Well, it wasn't really that long of a script, because if you consider that it wasn't just the speaking, it was also like the camera shots and the planning for the entire thing. It was there wasn't actually that much speaking. It was more edgy teenagers making edgy videos. There's ninjas in there, but there were ninjas in there for the sole purpose of having ninjas. There's a lot of door sounds. There's gotta be like a wooden door. This one's close. This is like fucking beatboxing. No. There's just so many sound effects here that it makes it awesome if you are trying to make something. This is all 3D or all open source. Valve gave a release so you can do it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. This was not the correct.
Just have it. Oh, it's not playing. Oh, I need to have the rest of it play first. Or I gotta get the rest of the audio in.
All right.
There's a distinct lack of door explosions. Might have to go with that one CSGO run. I might be able to go with this one, kind of. It won't work on its own, but sometimes it's not about finding the right single clip, it's about mixing them together. So, so now we look for impact. And impact wood. That door opening, though, this in terms of sound was included. That's That was all part of the same audio file. I don't know if I'm quite still liking this sound. At least it's just maybe too loud. Well, that and the camera would at this point be like something like that. So, no, this is what I was. Come on. I want to see if I can do this without hearing it first. There we go. Oops.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
I don't know why that's funny.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I don't know why that's funny. Well, and actually this would be better too if it was oh, I gotta get rid of these two too. Get rid of them. Boom, boom, boom. I'll do without the audio. This nice and clean.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
I'm keeping that, at least for now.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
So he went back.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Alright, okay, I'm done with that now. I'm putting that on Twitter later. Okay. I don't remember what I was actually doing. Okay, so now I gotta do... Well, for how long this is gonna be, if I added a blooper like that, the blooper would be half the video.
We're going to invade your land.
I'm thinking about when he says boom, boom, boom. I have just pull out a rifle out of nowhere and just like fake shoot it and then throw it away. Or I could have him do like a little mini pinky jump. I think the pinky jump might be more fitting. Over there.
Land go boom, 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 and make you our person.
Let's make a changeling do this. And actually, that's not the good one. Hold on, there's a much better one. Oh, that's why I forgot to deselect that with the base. I think that's the one I made early on, but somebody made a much better one. Oh, what was it called? It's not Pinky Hop. Is it? I know I've downloaded it because I've used it. This was it Pony Hop? No. Because Pinky Hop's the one I just tried, and that's an old version so that I made, but somebody else has made a much better version of it. Pony Bounce? No, because again, I would have had it, and I don't see that. And I know it's because I've used it. Hop Forward? Hop in Place. Let's try that one. Oh, forgot. This one actually requires root, which is not good. Bad animation practice. Yeah. it's not really accurate with the ground, but I don't care because it's not what I don't need it to be accurate. Oof. Okay. Oops. And it needs to go a lot faster, for one.
We're going to invade your land. Go boom, 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 boom.
Almost twice as fast. I'm not gonna have him jump as high though.
Go your land. Go boom, boom, boom. To invade your land. Go boom, 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 boom. And go boom, boom, boom. And land. Go. To go. To go.
Okay. Actually, it's a little bit of a problem because it doesn't have a base pose, and the base involves the root, which means that the base I'm using as an example, hello changeling, is going to need to be in the same position so that I can copy its root and have it actually decrease the height of the jump. So the who's are in about the same spot, which makes that easier. Okay. Now I can copy the base. Let's see what I can do.
Land. Go. Boom, boom, boom. Land. Go. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, that'll work. Alright, I'm gonna paste a bit, not a full amount. Like, I'm gonna do about a third. Then I'm gonna go to the root, and I'm gonna paste another, like, half here.
I'm going to invade your land. Go.
I gotta catch up in case I miss anything. Learn so much from much right now. I is using the second motion tool. That one makes the motions look so much smoother. Well, yeah, motion tools made it look smoother, but the graph editor is better for other reasons. You should don't do what I do and use one. You should probably use both. But yeah, it is very good at doing that part. But yeah, I'm glad you're learning because I always learn. I'm better to learn from examples too. So. Okay, so I'm just going to copy all this for now, and we're going to go to our original one. Got pasted, but not undoable. That's weird.
Invade your land. Go boom, 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 and we're going to invade your land. Go boom, 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 and
There's just something adorable about it.
go boom. Go, go boom, 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 and I'm going to invade your land.
Yeah, that's right. Deltron. Delatron. There we go. Sorry, I thought I was going to say like Delta, but it's Delta. Whatever. No, that's what you should be doing. But when I first started using it, the graph editor was very intimidating, so I just kind of used the motion editor, got better at it, and so I never really took the time to learn the graph editor like I should.
We're going to invade your land.
Okay.
We're going. We're going. We're going.
Trying to think of what to make him do now.
We're going.
Oh, he just slides in there anyway, so that doesn't matter. Alright, so I can do whatever I want with him then. To me, this is, in terms of animation, the most important part. That's the keyframing. Probably should be doing this based on this point, because this is further forward, and the locks are better. So I want to extend the chest out a little bit here so that it's...
Go boom and go boom boom.
Must be some... That shoulder's up higher. It's not because it's turned, so this left shoulder must actually be jammed up higher, which I think I did in the original. Probably should straighten him out.
We're going to. We're going to. We're going to. We're going to.
This used to be, I think, the hardest part for me, but now it's actually gotten to be one of the easiest, because early on it used to be that you had to make everything perfect right off the bat, but you can just constantly modify as you go, and so there's no mistakes because you can just fix them all along the way. You'd be like, oh, that doesn't look right, we'll fix the frame.
We're going to...
I'm just kind of throwing shit out there too. I don't really know what I'm trying to make him do right now. Ooh, this is not saved from the previous. That's left ball. That'll be out, I want. Nope, not even right ball. I got that wrong. Left. I want the right pony. Jesus Christ.
We're going to invite... We're going to invite... invite your... We're going to invite you. We're going to... invite your land. We're going to invite... We're going... We're going to invite your land. Invite your land.
This is actually one of the things I like too about being the keyframe thing. So if I want to compare it to, I can just go do a motion, and then I can just, while this is in here, hit shift on another part outside of it and see how that compares. And you can do it really quick. So you can be like, okay, I don't think that no one wants the keys. That motion doesn't look right to me. I think that this should be further back, and this should be further forward. This should be further forward even more. Nope, not so much. That worked. How about this one? Not enough bend. I have to do. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have it bend a little more this way. Undo some of the leg bending on this one.
Your land. Your land. Your land. trying to invade your land.
Okay, I want to have it a little bit more further down on this one, so it has a little bit of a bend in the leg.
Your land. Go. Your land. Invade your land. Go. Your land. Invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Invade your land. Invade your land. Go. Oh, boom, 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 and we're going to invade your land. Go boom, 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 and make you our pet.
Okay, so let's try blending that a little bit. Little frog face. Let me catch up here. When do your animations do? When do your animations? When do I use? Oh, I'm guessing you mean is when you use local and like this rotation, world and local. If you're talking about that, it just depends on normally what I'm trying to do. Like if I'm doing a head turn, normally I don't want the head to like, I don't want the head to turn like this because the neck is part. Like if you go to turn your head, your neck is at least moving in some way or another. So normally what I'll do is like I'll grab both, I'll put the rotation to local, and then I'll turn from there because then I get the neck to move along with it. If I'm trying to animate like a tail, I'll do that because I'll grab every bone with local rotation, get them all to move at once, and then just take the different timing for it. Hair, sometimes I'll use local. Hoofs, sometimes, like if you have the ball in the hand, you can do that too. So I usually use local if it comes down to it's more convenient, but it's not near the only thing I use or anything. It gets dangerous because of the spinning top problem. So like this changeling back here, if I'm on local rotation, will have every bone turn on their local axis, and you start getting some painful thing. When you come back, they're back to normal, but and that I've actually used that though. I've used local like that to make it so that I could get a really quick turn for super cheap. Normally they can slide a little bit, but I don't care. Do you have any experience with Blender? I'm trying to remake SFM Oleander model. No, I made a flag for remembrance. That was about it. Don't ask me how to do anything with models. I'm not the person to answer those questions for you. Delta Tron. Okay. 360 transformed game. Sweet. My name came from Oblivion, which was from the 360 game when I played it on 360. The Argonians and the Daemons. That's how I combined it. Not the only one that grabbed names from games. What does it take to make these? The animations just depends. it's really hard to state because you can have. I've had it where 1 second takes me like 2 weeks because of all the scene building, and then I've had it where a second takes me a second. So it just depends on how much is going on. Like this one's going to be a little involved for the amount of time because of the sheer amount of, or because it's a still shot, which means that everything is much more visible. If I had a highly moving camera, I could cheat a lot, but I can also save some time because I can't see the who's. If lip syncing's in there, that takes longer. If the scene build's big, if the scene build is big and you have the camera move a lot to where you can see more of the scene build, so it's way too difficult to state how long it would take. It's kind of like it's like asking how long would it take to make $1 million. It could take an entire lifetime, or it could take you a second off of buying a lottery ticket, or somewhere in between. No problem. Ask questions. That's kind of the point of being here. So, okay. So I want to select the face now. I'm gonna just blend these, and there is going to be other animation added in here. This is just to get the base.
We're going to. We're going to. We're going to. We're going to invade your land. We're going to invade your land. We're going to invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your.
So I'm just moving my keyframes around a little. Sometimes the timing where you hear you want it is at that point when you blend it, suddenly where you want that end point to be is now a couple frames forward. So and I wanted the end point of it there.
To invade your land. To invade your land. We're going to invade your land. Go boom, boom, boom. Go. Your land. Go boom, 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 and make your land. Go boom, 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 and make you are pathetic. We're going to invade. We're going to invade.
The hard thing too is without the eyes, this is going to be a little. You're going to lose a little bit of the emotion that you can get from somebody with having visible eyes. But I will make do. And by visible eyes, I mean like the actual pupils.
We're going to. We're going to.
So this is one of those situations where I will use local rotation.
We're going to. We're going to. We're going to. We're going to. We're going to invade. We're going. We're going to. We're going to. We're going to invade. We're going to invade.
I think I'm going to go back here, so what I'm trying to do.
We're going to.
Nope, back here.
We're going to. We're going to. We're going to.
Okay, that should work for now. Okay, so I don't want to lock the left hoof because that's still in the air all the way up to that point. It's kind of broken there, but I don't really care. So, but I need to lock this front one. That one already is. So now we're going to go down, pull them down a little bit, and then have this and up and forward.
We're going to. We're going to invade. We're going to invade. We're going to invade. We're going to. We're going to invade. We're going to invade your. We're going to invade.
Oops, wrong one.
We're going to invade. We're going to. Going to invade your. Going to invade. Going to invade your. Your land. To invade your. Invade your land. Your land. Invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Go. Go and go. Boom, boom. We're going to invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Go. To invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go. 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 Your land. Go. Your land. Go. Land. Go. Boom, boom, boom. Your land. Go. Boom, boom. Your land. Go. Go. And go. Boom, boom, boom. Invade your land. Go. Boom, boom, boom. And to invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Your land. Invade your land. To invade. Invade your land. To invade. To invade your land. To invade your land. To invade your land. To invade your land. I'm going to invade your land. I'm going to invade your land. Go. I'm going to invade you. I'm going to invade you.
Do some cheap legwork here.
To invade your land. To invade your land. To invade your land. Invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Invade your land. And go. Invade your land. Invade your land.
VTF Edit is a program, yeah. Though I think VTF Convert might be something too. I can't remember. Yeah, I know there's a glow there, but I'm not something I'm like that's going to be as noticeable as compared to an actual pupil. Which are the Warner siblings? I I can't remember all the names of them. The taller one, probably. I always, because he always had that, like, drier humor that I always liked.
To invade your land. To your land. Your land. Go. Invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Invade your land. Invade your land. Go. To invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Go.
I'm trying to delay.
Go. Boom, boom, and go. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna round that. Then I'm gonna take.
With your land. Invade your land. Go. Boom, 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 and invade your land. Go. Boom, 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 and we're going to invade your land. Go. Boom, 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 and we're going to invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Go.
Okay, so when does it start? Getting red? Okay, so I can keep the eyes. I can delay them.
We're going to invade your land. Go. Boom, 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 and we're going to invade your land. Go. Boom, 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 and boom, 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 and boom, 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 and boom, 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 and boom, 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 and
It's adorable.
invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Go. Boom, 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 and invade your land. Go. Invade your land. We're going to invade your land. We're going to invade your land. Your land. Invade your land. To invade your land. Go. Your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't use rigs because the I don't when they originally started, the rigs were really, really bad. Improved ones have come out, or at least I have an improved rig, but even then I didn't like it made it more difficult for me, and especially since a lot of what I do is based on keyframe, so the rig would come in handy for after keyframing. During keyframe, it really doesn't help me at all. If anything, sometimes the rig doesn't do realistic motion, it does just A to B connections, and you have to make a really, really good rig to make it work well, and no one has never really ever made. So I've just found it easier to do it this way. It does make other things a lot harder, mainly when you're interacting with a surface, which is what this is. But I make do.
We're going to invade your land. Go. To invade. Land. Invade your land.
invade really does much. No. Not much.
To invade your land, go. Invade your land. Go. Going to invade your land, go. We're going to invade your land, go boom, 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 and make you our pathetic slaves. Going to invade your land, go. To invade your land, go boom, 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 and we're going to invade your land, go. Going to invade your land, go. We're going to invade your land, go. Go. Going to invade your land. Your land. Go, 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 go. Land. Go, go. Invade your land, go boom, boom, boom. We're going to invade your land, go boom, 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 and make you our pathetic. Invade your land, go boom, boom, invade your land. Invade your land. We're going to invade your land. Going to invade. We're going to invade your Going to invade your land. Go to invade your We're going to invade your land. Go to invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Going to invade. Going to invade your land. Going to invade. To invade your land. Invade your land. Invade your land. Invade your land. Your land. Invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Your land. Invade your land. Go. Your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Invade your land.
Kind of still want to have a head tilt this way.
Invade your land. Go. Invade your land. Go. Boom. We're going to invade your land. Go. Boom. Your land. Go. Your land. Go. 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 Go boom boom. Your land. Go boom boom boom. Go boom. Go boom boom boom. Oh, boom, 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 and like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I had one play piano. I made a video about it. It was super detailed. Yeah, here we go. She's playing the piano. This is piano.
Making my way downtown.
Look at those piano skills.
Voices pass and I'm homebound.
Look at that. But the whole point of that was because it was bad. I had some people point out to like, she thought you hit the keys. That's the point. But yeah, I did that.
We're going to invade your land. Go boom, boom, boom. And we're going to invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go. We're going to invade your land. Go. Go boom, boom, boom. And make you up.
So now I'm going to start stealing some stuff from other parts. So I'm going to take this part, I'll play at it.
Make you up.
Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a little bit, so that's forward. So this is going to be standing up a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. Actually, not right away. So I'm going to grab that part. So I'm going to take this part. I'm going to play so he's standing up a little bit. So the hoof's broken. This is why I have a bass that I in here. So I can go bass, go to that one, go to left ball, bam, got a new one.
Make you up. Make you up. You are you are pathetic. You are pathetic. You are pathetic.
Actually, I might just go with the whole thing here.
You are pathetic.
So I didn't cross into the actual animating part so that I can still move however I want. So I'm gonna grab out on that. Okay, so Okay, I kind of have an idea for this one.
We're going to invade your land.
This is gonna be a hard position to make, though. Let's see if I can do something with the head way up.
Slaves. It's a pathetic slaves. Slaves. It's slaves. Slaves.
Legs actually stretch enough to make this look legit. No, no bait outfit. Okay, so I think what I need to do is have the head back too far.
Pathetic slaves. Pathetic slaves. Slave. 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 Slaves. 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 Slave. 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 Slave.
Might be a little bit too broken.
Slave. Pathetic slave. Pathetic slaves. Slave. Slaves. Slaves. Pathetic. You are pathetic. Pathetic. You are going to invade your land. You are pathetic. Slaves. Pathetic. Slaves. Pathetic. Slaves. Pathetic. Slaves. Eats. Slaves. Pathetic. Slaves. Slaves.
Well, in terms of lock, because I was gonna say that, everything is locked. It's just everything that's not showing a lock symbol is either locked to the world or it is locked to its parent. So, in essence, leg 2 is in essence no different than having foot have it locked to that. So it's saying that every time I move right leg 2, that one is locked to it. So its 0 value is whatever that value is. Anything that doesn't have a parent is locked to the world. So that's why if I go and move here, I'll ignore the stretchy. It's moved. Everything else is parented to it, but it's essentially locked to the world, and what it means. So if I go and do like lock the root transform, it's not going to really change anything because I'm now locking a world object to a world object, and it's not going to change anything. But if I take a bone and like the ball and I hit lock, well, now it's locking it to the world. So now it is like the root transform, where if I move this like for the root transform's not moving, but if when this is locked, now if I move this hand, it's locked to the world. It doesn't care anymore. So, by just clicking lock, you're locking something to the world, and if you drag and drop, you're locking it to that object. It's all based off the same structure. So, in a way, you could say that left ball has a lock. You just can't see it. And by clicking this, you're just unlocking it from that object and locking it to the world.
You are pathetic. Slaves. Slave. Slave.
I like that. Not even really caring how far this leg is stretching because you can't even see it from that angle anyway.
Slide. Slide.
This is nice because I can, like I was saying with keyframing, is I can just putz with this all I want until I get something that I believe looks right. It's all easy to fix.
Slides. It slides. And it slides. Slides. Slide.
That's another nice one for having them set to local.
Slides. Pathetic slide. You are pathetic. Pathetic slide. You are pathetic slides. Slides. Boom and make you up. Your land. Go boom, boom, boom and make. We're going to invade your land. Go boom, boom, boom. Invade your land. Go boom, boom, boom. Invade your land. Go. Go. Go boom and go boom boom and go boom boom. We're going to invade your land. Go boom 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 and make you our pathetic slides. 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 Slides.
I was having this like there's only one person in the room. That would be funny. I can fix some of the other weird transition bit here. The beginning part works pretty good. Though I might add some... Oh, I think it's just delaying it if I remember right. That was what I remembered with it. The beginning here got it blended a little bit of the hoof bending out. see if I can get a little bit more traction on this. Do you think you'll ever move beyond ponies? Probably someday. Not in any hurry though. I make what I enjoy, and since I broke his tail. I understand ponies, so I just been sticking with them. might just leave it as it is. I think it's... Only thing that bugs me is a little bit of that leg wobble. But there's not much I can do about that. And actually, I think a lot of it has to do with this bone. Oh, wait. Nope, I think it's right here. Well, partially. Because I was just looking for a flat bit, and I noticed one right here. Because like the legs are shaking, but I think this one is legs. Right there. That's fine. These will work for now. The thing is, after I'm done with him, I still have to at least have them in the background doing something. So what do I got so far?
We're going to invade your land, go boom, 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 and make you our pathetic slaves.
Getting there. It was after 9, so I'm gonna probably cut it right there. So actually, it was a quick stream. Just kind of got focused for a while. Just because I missed any questions. No. So that's it. Friday stream over. I probably won't be again touching this until next stream, so don't think you'll miss anything. If you wanted to make sure you keep it up on everything. Some of you like to see exactly how it was made from beginning to end. So, yes. What's the changeling's name? I don't know. Probably just should do a play off of Pinky or something, but I'm not gonna worry about it till later. So, okay. I will be back streaming next Tuesday, from in the normal time. So 6 something. So okay. Bye bye. Have a kitty. No. There's a kitty right there. Alright. Alright, see you guys later. Bye bye.